Hey everyone, stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications when we go live, tap the bell. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. Both are free. If you're here right now, say what's going on. Good morning. We have the S&P's down 10, Dow's up 164, NASDAQ up 34. I don't know. We got VIX up $2. Oil's down 63 cents. What's going on? Steve, Keith, Raphael, Polo, Andres, J Cam, Jeff, Daniel, Mason. How we doing this morning? Are we ready to make money? Are we ready to lose money? That is the question. That is the question of the day. I did so I went in today being short, so I did hedge a little bit just before this live stream. Am I gonna survive without the barbershop? Luckily, I got a haircut. I got a haircut right before we got shut down here in Illinois, so I'm good. I also bought fresh razors at Target before we got shut down. I mean, I'm ready for this, guys. I'm ready to be locked in my house forever. I signed up to ButcherBox. Amazon Fresh been treating me right. I'm good. I got my Nespresso shipment last week too. Got fresh coffee. I mean, what more do I need? You know, what more do I need? We did, however, order razors and stuff for haircuts though, but it's they were so backlogged. Amazon said it's gonna take like 3 weeks to get here. Like, it's crazy. Up 2 calls on yesterday. Hope I can milk the uphill more. Man, nice. I was actually down 1,500 yesterday. Probably gonna be down a little bit. So this is what is going on right now with me. I just bought an MES contract just now because I am probably going to get wrecked on my Apple position. I have 235 puts on Apple, and I'm probably going to get wrecked on SPY, which I'm already wrecked on, so it doesn't really matter. Right now, my main concern right now is Apple. So I put this position on yesterday, which, you know, obviously is down quite a bit right now. So I just bought a MES contract. I'm looking to get if it drops below 2,400 here, but you know, for me right now, things are looking a little bullish this morning with the way the price action was going. Yeah, sure, it hit 2,500. You know, on the S&Ps and SPY hit 250 and then came back down. But if we're looking at the weekly, if we're looking at the intraday here, you know, after we had this dramatic drop, we've had a fairly steady up climb here where it just keeps making higher lows. So, and for right now, I'm gonna ignore the VIX because the VIX I feel is like, I don't know. I feel like it's being manipulated. I know we had a big green day yesterday, so maybe that was part of the reason the VIX was trying to have a hard time understanding the volatility, because we went up like 200 points on the S&P and 2,000 points on the Dow and all that. So, you know, so I'm just gonna play it slow. See what happens. Take it slow. I mean, I bought the bottom of the range here, so if we push back up to 2,500, we'll be making some money back. So for today, I'm just gonna be kind of taking it easy and settling in, and you know, not trying to be aggressive. Just kind of observe. If I see a good setup, I'll try to take it, and you know, just play small, slow and low, and just keep grinding up. You know, yesterday I realized 300 of that 1,500, so I'm probably going to realize a little bit more of that loss today on Apple and SPY. So, you know, what I can do is just work on balancing it out. You know, what a lot of people do if after they come off a losing day, or like intraday, let's say you lost $1,000 that day. A lot of people are like, I'm gonna revenge trade, and I'm gonna go in and make $2,000 and give the big FU to the stock market, right? But what usually happens when you're that aggressive, if you're in like losing mode, you're most likely going to lose more. So thankfully, like yesterday, I wasn't too aggressive. I was just kind of playing it slow. I made a couple bucks back here and there, but it wasn't anything to get me back to break even. I would have loved to go back to break even, but it just didn't happen. I didn't want to overtrade. You know, yesterday was people are like, oh, how did you lose money yesterday? Nobody should lose money. Bro, that's part of the game. Every trader lose. Like some days I win, other people lose. Some days I lose, other people win. Like it's not a contest. You know, trading is not a contest. The only people that you're competing against is yourself. Like why would I want you to do bad? It doesn't make me do any better. If I do bad, it doesn't make you do any better. If you do bad, it doesn't make me do any better. Like, you know, so like this competition is with yourself. You know, this is you. At the end of the day, it's you and the screen and the stock market. It's not me, Jim, Joe, Billy, blah blah blah. It's me and the screen. So if I have a losing day, it's because I messed up or I didn't see something clearly, and it happens. You know, every day when you go to work, you don't feel 100%. You don't give your all. Maybe some days you miss some stuff, and maybe yesterday I missed some stuff, and that's how it goes. You know. We're all in this together. You know, the only thing that I can work on is not risking more than 1 day's profits, which I was successful at yesterday. So I didn't risk more than 1 day's profits. It's not like I'm here blowing my account up and saying I'm going to reload tomorrow, guys. Hope to do better. You know, like, so this competition's with yourself. So I think as traders, you know, a lot of people get jealous, I think, and then they wish people to do bad. And at the end of the day, the only reason why people do well is because they took years to develop their skills. Like when I'm profitable in the market is because I've been doing this for more than 1,000 days. I've been doing this for more than 1,000 days, and I still struggle. People 40 years in the market still struggle. You're never gonna know. We're in unprecedented times. We don't know. No one knows what's going on. Just do our best, you know. What's going on, Kelly? If you're here right now, say what up. Treeman, I'm not naming names. I'm not gonna call anyone out. But yo, this is the competition is with you and the market, not me and you guys or you and me. Like there's no competition who can make more money. You do that. If there's a competition on who can make more money, we're gonna all blow up our accounts. I guarantee it. We're all gonna go down. We're all gonna go down. Maybe one person out of 1,000 might like, oh yeah, I was crazy successful, and that's what you get, you know. But if we're like, okay guys, at open today, let's see who can make the most money, blah blah blah, and then we all go blow up our accounts. You know? Look, they don't give unemployment to traders. I'm gonna say this again. They're not gonna give unemployment to traders. We don't. You know, traders don't pay unemployment. You know, you're gonna stand in the unemployment line, and they're gonna be like, "Sorry, bro, we don't have any money for you. You didn't pay any unemployment tax on your stock gains. Now you blew up your account." But yeah, I'm leaning a little bit bullish right now, and with the Fed printing the money like it's hot. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen here, guys, but what do you guys think? Are we going to be at like 30% unemployment with stock market all-time highs? Do you think that's going to happen? Type 1 for yes, 2 for no. Yo, JDM, what's going on? Come on. What's up? Slick. What's going on? OMG, Danny, how we doing? I think 2 weeks we get another crash. Yeah, I mean, I think that the Fed, from what I understand in my trading career with the Fed, is pretty much lipstick on a pig. They put Band-Aids on it and kick the can. That's their track record. That's their track record. I feel like if we go back up to all-time highs, because the Fed can take 30% ownership in Boeing and all this stuff goes crazy, right? We're gonna be like 10 years from now, 2030, if we survive the coronas, in 2030, we're gonna have something where it's like every 10 years we're gonna be on this loop. We're gonna be on this loop, you know? And so far we are on this loop, you know? We had 2008, 2009, 2020 or 2020. 2030, 2040. You know, we're on this loop where the Fed just keeps kicking the can. They fix it, but then 10 years from now, another generation's 401ks get wiped out right before they get to retire. You know, just crazy. If you could do me the favor, hit the like button. I would appreciate it. So here's the deal, guys. The Senate and the White House strike a deal. However, it hasn't been voted on yet. They're going to vote on it today, but they did strike a deal. One thing that is unclear, which is said in here, the Senate has yet to release the final terms of the deal. So, people, we don't know what the deal is. We don't know what the deal is. They said an earlier seen draft Tuesday would provide cash payments up to $1,200 for individuals, $2,400 for married couples, and $500 per child. Reduced if an individual makes more than $75,000 or a couple makes more than $150,000, which in the Chicago area is gonna exclude a lot of people. Like middle class in Chicago is above $75,000 for an individual. Middle class. So it's gonna exclude a lot of people, and a lot of people that are making $80,000, $90,000 are living paycheck to paycheck. You know? So I hope that they save their money, but unfortunately, people buy all these new cars, they do all this stuff, and so we don't know. But what they did do, what they were successful at is giving the middle finger to Trump. And here he is. Trump business barred from getting coronavirus stimulus money. This is probably what the fight was about. It probably had nothing to do. I mean, they did want to fund the JFK Center, $35 million or whatever thing. You know what? I mean, like, who cares about the JFK Center when people can't eat? But apparently people do. But President Trump's businesses are barred from getting loans or investments. They said, let that ship sink. We don't want no Mar-a-Lago trips in 2020. The Trump organization, which the president has not divested, is run by the Trump organization, which the president has not divested, so he has not divested from the organization, which is interesting as president to have holdings like this. The company controls several hotels, resorts, golf clubs. Democrats and other critics of the president were concerned that Trump's businesses would receive bailout money because the tourism industry is one of the hardest hit by the coronavirus. Now, I mean, I get what they did, and they didn't want the president to have a stake, but they should have let him they should have made him divest in his businesses before he became president. I know that he sold all his stock. I mean, at least that's what he said. I know that he sold all his stock, but they should have made him divest, because the problem is that I have with this, it's not about Trump. It's not about Trump. The problem that I have is the hundreds or potentially thousands of people that are working at these hotels, resorts, and golf clubs, that if these go under, these people are not going to have a job anymore. You know? Because they wanted to stick it to Trump, they're actually hurting thousands of people. You know? So I don't understand. I mean, I do understand politics and what they want. You know, and it's really revealing in this time of need, that the government will do whatever they can to stick it to the other side. And I'm talking about Republicans or Democrats. Like, I mean, why can't we just do something for the people? You know, get the stimulus, but you want to put all this stuff. You want to put all this stuff into the bill, and you just want to, you know, fund all these different things that are not relevant today. And oh yeah, we're gonna make thousands of people go unemployed. I mean, I get. There's probably pure hatred for Trump. I get it. But does that mean the people that work for him in those organizations, the thousands of people in those resorts, do you think they deserve to be left out? Does Hyatt and Marriott and those hotels, they're better than the people that are working at these other hotels? Like that is discrimination. So it just got me a little heated. Not that, you know, I get what they did and why they did it, but there's no compassion for the working person. There's no compassion for the average American or below average American, low class, lower class, people just scraping by, you know? There's no compassion. And they're all on their, private jets doing what they're doing and avoiding the coronas and working harder than they've been working harder than they have their whole life, but all they've been doing is yelling at each other. I mean, I just, I don't understand. There's no compassion. So when whether they're Republican or Democrat, when they ask us for stuff, when they ask me to do something, I don't feel like doing it. When they want me to vote a certain way, I don't feel like doing it. I'm going to do what I want. Screw you guys. You know? You guys want to hold the country hostage and then unemploy thousands of people just because you want to stick one to Trump. Okay. I mean, something's got to change, you know? Something's got to change. Okay, so I'm up $80 on my position since we've been talking here. I was break even, so now we're pushing back up. So I'm gonna try to hedge my puts. Now, if we can make a run back up to 15, if we can make a run up to 2,500 would be ideal. But we'll see what happens. Apple, we're gonna see. Right now it's at 250. Apple needs 260 right now. Apple needs too much. You're too much of a free thinker, Nick. I got a lot of time to think when I'm laying in bed after I do stock market all day and do my videos and all that. I have a lot of time to just sit and reflect and say. But the one thing that I don't want is me to sound like I'm complaining. What I would like to do is find a way to take some action. What can I do? What can we do? That's what I've been thinking about. What can we do? We don't like the way things are. What can I do? What can we do as a community? What can we do as a community of traders to shake things up? What can we do? And I know the UVH platform's not like millions of people and all that stuff, but that doesn't matter. What can we do to shake things up? What can we do to have an impact? So that is where my head is at. But what I'm looking at, this 250, 255 area on Apple, major rejection area. Also, if we're looking at SPY as well, we're at 250, 255 area. We need a 255 break to the upside here to make a run to 270. So if we can break this, we can run to 270 on SPY. Now, I think that the one thing that we're underestimating is the Fed. We need to be careful. We can't just be shorting just a short. We need to wait for good setups because the Fed is going to buy up whatever they can. And they have basically the Fed is unhinged. There's no rules for the Fed. So keep that in mind. Like they're going to do whatever it takes so that we don't enter a depression. And I don't know what that means, and neither do they. And they don't know the outcome. You live in Chicago, there's a lot you could do. The political machinery in Chicago is insane, and with a little money, you can play him like a guitar. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just frustrated the way that this went down, and I feel like as a community of like-minded individuals, we can make something happen. Become a firm, build a team of dedicated people. If you day trade vertical spreads that consider 2-day trades, it's one. If you do it in one order. Now, if you do spreads in two parts, so if you bought some, let's say you bought a call and then you shorted a call and turned it into a spread that way, that would consider 2-day trades. 2-day trades. But if you put the trade on in one piece and took it off in one piece, that's 1-day trade. Brooklyn. Carl, we need to dismantle the Republican and Democrat Party and make it the People's Party. The people should vote on everything, not the government. We need to take the power back and not be too chicken like I am. You think it's time to buy long-term stock? I think we need some earning cycles. That's what I think we need. Yeah, we need some earning cycles. Mm-hmm. Sacktown Basic in the house. We basic, Ariana. Jason, what expiration are you using for day trades? I usually just, if I'm day trading, I just go to the nearest expiration. Now, that's because I've been trading a long time. If you really don't want, if you don't understand theta, choose something further out. Pay more and choose further out, because theta will whack you like you wouldn't believe. Now, another interesting development happened. Now, this guy, I don't know if you guys know about Bill Ackman, but Bill Ackman got ripped a new one on VRX a couple years ago, and Chipotle. He was CMG. He was a major shareholder in VRX. He bought the top, sold the bottom on VRX. Same thing with CMG. Bought the top, sold the bottom, and then recovered. So I would say he's probably, before we get into this, he's probably one of the worst managers out there. Money managers. Okay. So, but he's still in business. He's still in business, surprisingly. So he runs a company called Pershing Square. Now, he was on last week crying on CNBC, literally crying, because he said the government needs to shut everything down, blah, blah, blah. And, we just need to shut everything down because everything, all his holdings are going to go to zero. Everything's going to go to zero, right? However, he was hedging. He made $2 billion shorting the market. Shorting the market. And he took all $2 billion. It generated $27 million in commissions, ka-ching for him. And then he was buying more stock with the $2 billion proceeds that he got. So he exited all of his short positions, and now he's saying that the federal government and the U.S. Treasury have intervened in financial markets in an unprecedented fashion, and the Congress is on the brink of passing legislation which will bridge the economy and our country's workforce and citizens during what we believe to be a temporary but massive economic shock. So for those reasons, we became increasingly positive on equity and credit markets last week and began the process of unwinding our hedges and redeploying our capital in companies we love at bargain prices. So it's not so much, for me, it's not so much what Bill Ackman did, but trying to get in the minds of those that control billions of dollars in their funds is what I'm looking into. Is like, what are they thinking? People that control billions of dollars right now in funds and either sitting on the sidelines, looking to redeploy capital, whatever the case is, I don't know. What is going on? And this is kind of gives you some insight onto what one person is thinking that controls that. So, if more funds are thinking this way, we can see a pretty big pop here. And then, if they're trying to redeploy their capital. Now, I don't think we're just going to go back and everything's going to be all gravy. Maybe it will. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe everyone will go back to work in a couple of weeks and this whole coronavirus will be done. But I don't see how that will be. I don't see how that will be. So, looking at this, you just trying to get some insight onto someone has been in the markets for a long time. Also, trying to put my because right now our personal opinions don't really matter. What matters is what the stock price is doing. I'm trying to see what these people are trying to think about. Sorry, my phone is blowing up. What does SPY ES look on the 15-minute mark? So 15 looking pretty bullish right now. I'd say it's looking pretty bullish. JDM. I'm gonna play MU today. Earnings play, nice. So I do have to admit, the way that the price action has been going, we haven't been triggering halts, and I feel more at ease with the market myself. But that doesn't mean I'm like gonna go full on bull, right? So I'm just gonna try it a little bit. I'm long. I'm right now hedging, so I'm long MES. I'm up a couple bucks on it. I'm down. I'm short Apple, which I'm down on. So I'm gonna try to hedge my way out of my trades today, and then get back to cash. My goal is to hedge my way out of this, get back to cash, kind of start the process over, see where we fall today. Today's probably not going to be a huge trading day for me because I'm not positioned for that. But Michael, what's going on? Bought SPY puts yesterday. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. I got some SPY garbage sitting on my account right now, 86% down, ready to lose and remaining $100. But hey man, I'm a nurse myself, and I personally think there's a huge shortcoming on the stocks that are rebounding on this little bump. Yeah, Chris, I believe you. I believe you're right because Jeez, Surrey, chill, Surrey. We have I have family members in healthcare and in Illinois. They're calling all retired nurses and doctors and stuff. I mean, they're gearing up for war. This is not over. I think we're gonna have a pop, but I don't think it's gonna be long lived. But you don't want to be run over by it either. So you don't want to just keep shorting into the pop, and then the pop happens when you run out of cash. You want to wait for the setup. I mean, if you don't like to go long, if you don't want to go long right now, some people don't feel comfortable going long. I'm gonna do it, but it doesn't feel great, especially overnight. But if you don't feel like being long, just wait. It's gonna come. I got killed on Tesla on Friday. Yeah, Tesla. I mean, Tesla is a rough stock to trade in general under normal circumstances. Now it touched 350s at 569. So under these circumstances, I mean, you got to be real careful. You got to be experienced and really know what you're doing. Like, I don't even trade Tesla right now because it's insane. I don't want that kind of anxiety right now. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, in this market, we've seen our accounts go up hundreds or thousands of percent, but we've also seen, like yesterday, how quickly it can go away too. So you want to be careful of how much cash you're deploying and what that actually, what your risk is. Don't just keep layering cash because you think that it's going to come. It may come, it may not. You have a long SLV position call. Yes, I do. Expiring in July. When will I sell it? So my target right now on SLV, we're down. I think where are we at right now? 1323. So we're down a little bit. We're down a little bit after hours. I'm trying to get it back up to like 15 mark. I'm just gonna be patient. I think precious metals in about a month are gonna skyrocket. So that's why I was gonna layer in some gold, but then gold went off the chart yesterday, so now I gotta wait. So I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit of pullback. Right now, gold is down $15. I'm gonna see if GLD can come down a little bit. If GLD can come down a little bit, I would like to put a position in there. Or another thing that I'm looking at, if TLT can crater today, which so far it hasn't. If TLT can crater today, I'd like to buy some like around 150, 140 area. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at GLD. I'm looking at TLT, and I'm already set up with SLV. If precious metals get a drop here, I'm going to be looking to add into that drop, because I do think that the precious metals and also like TLT and all those I think it's gonna be ripping up. VIX is up, so market is up. VIX is up $1. /VX futures, VIX futures. So, what do you guys think about VIX being up on green days and VIX being down on red days? And this occurrence just started happening on Monday, just this week after the Fed announced that they're going to have this infinite QE program. Do you think we've hit the bottom? I mean, I think we might have hit a short term, but I think it's being pushed up by the powers that be. I don't think this is done yet. I mean, I think when this is done, SPY is going to be like 180. That's just me. I think SPY is going to go to 180, but it's not going to go there today. Yeah, the algos run VIX. That's what I'm saying. There seemed to me over the last couple of days, there seemed to be some sort of manipulation. over the last couple of days, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. Yeah, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. Forget the metals, toilet paper, gonna appreciate the value. I want to sell toilet paper I have for land. You guys are crazy. All right, market just opened. Market just opened. Just joined this vid. Are we green today? We are not green. I'm actually gonna exit. I'm gonna exit some stuff here. Let's see here. Let's see what happens here. Market's coming down a little bit. BA hit 155. Let's see. Yeah, BA is ripping right now. I'm actually just gonna close. I'm gonna close Apple. We're just gonna have to take the hit and move on. All right, so Apple, I think we're going up today. So kind of give you some Apple. I realized today we took a hit, $500 on Apple, shorting Apple. Just took that off. I am long MES. Try to balance this out right now. So I just took that off. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna try to trade my way out of this red right now. So we'll see. We're gonna play it slow today. But my biggest risk was Apple. Now I'm long the S&P. So we're gonna hang tight. We're gonna make some money. We're gonna wait for some good setups. We're gonna be good. But sometimes if you're wrong, like I was wrong on Apple, just cut it off. Like, so you cut it off, stop thinking about it, move on to the next trade. Like, it doesn't matter. You were wrong. I was wrong. Move on to the next trade. We're going to be okay. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it works. Maybe red end of day. Yeah, I mean, we just gotta be careful, be diligent here, see what happens, use proper risk management. It's not going to. It's what percent did I cut at? I cut it like 50%. Like, also, I'll cut it early if I realize that I made a mistake, and I realize there's no way for that to come back, and there's still capital in there. Like, if there's no way for it to come back, instead of averaging, what a lot of people do is they start averaging down. You average yourself down to zero eventually, and that's not something that you want to do. So, for me, I'd rather just if I realize that I was wrong about Apple, and now I'm doing what I can do to recover and see. I'm already long. I'm long the S&Ps right now. I'm up $100. So we're gonna keep pushing. You're down, but not out. And that's how I like to trade. So when I have, instead of focusing on your loser, just learn from your loss and move on. A lot of people what they do, I've realized, is they just focus on their losers, and they just focus and it literally drives them crazy. Like, I can't believe I lost on this trade. I had the blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. You lost. Move on. I lost. And we're gonna come back out. We're gonna come back out on top. So it's gonna be good. Yeah, I'm up 160 already on this MES push right up in here. So we can push. If we can push back up towards the top here, 2480, 2490. I'll probably be looking to take some profits, and then maybe reload some stuff on the dip. Probably look at SPY. Let's see, SPY right now, 246. So 246. If we can, I need SPY above like the 250 area. 255 area. So for me today might be more about watching, might be more about watching unless we find some good setups. But it appears that we're going to be trying to buy the dip today and not try to get aggressive shorting. I mean, I think there's going to be action on both sides, but I feel like the Bulls right now are in control. So yeah, I'm up. So and this is kind of playing defense. So yeah, I lost 500, but now I'm up 200 right now on this position. So I'm just going to keep trying to trade more like that. And you don't make it all back. Like I just lost $500 in Apple, but it took me 2 days to lose. It took me 2 days to lose that $500. Why would I try to make $500 back in one trade? That's what a lot of people try to do. Is they like, oh, I lost $500. I'm gonna go make $500 in another trade. Take your profits and redeploy. If I make 200, 300 here, and I make 200, 300 in another trade, I'm good. Don't try to make it all back. Don't try to make it all back in one trade. So we have Apple pushing up to 254. So I'm definitely glad I took it off, because I took it off when I was at 250. So I sold that for $2, and now that's going for, I sold it for $216 actually, and that put is now going for $2. It's pushing up pretty good. So yeah, if you guys like the content, hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Man, this pop is crazy. All right, I think I'm gonna take my profits here. Okay, so I just locked in 250 in gains. I just locked 250 in gains on that push. And like I said, I'm not going to try to make it back all at once. I just made 250 back out of this 500. So we're just gonna, I made additional 250 up to the 365 now. So we're just gonna keep chipping away. We're just gonna keep chipping away. If you're in a losing position, just keep chipping. If this pulls back to 24.40, I'll buy again. Have another push up hopefully. And that's all you can do. That's all you can do. Just relax. And I know, like, for some people, having a $500 loss would be pretty devastating. So if you had if your account size, like if you have a $50 loss, make back 10, make back 20, make back 30, and just keep and just keep chipping. If you're down $50 and that's huge for you, make back 10, make back 20, make back 30, and just kind of keep chipping away. I'm trying to make it all back for one trade. Yeah, when you do that, it's when you try to make it back all in one trade, it's basically like you driving on the highway at 125 miles an hour and you're trying to push to 150 and your steering wheel gets all shaky and you're like, I don't know what's going on, I don't know, and then your steering wheel flies off and you crash into a wall and you die. That's what trading, trying to get all of it back in one trade is like. I mean, it's just insane. So looks like we're, so you notice I didn't get greedy with this. I said 2480, 2490. It did push up to 2480. I took profits. I mean, it might push up to 2500. I don't try to push my trades to the very top, because what if this is gonna make a lower high? What if the lower high right here is 2480? Not saying it will be, but what if it is? And then it comes back down, and then you're gonna be pissed because you missed out on those gains. That's why I take my profits, because it could be making a lower high right here. It might be pushing, but it could make a lower high. But this is insane. If you don't take profits on a bar that went from 2420 to 2480, or if you're talking about SPY, if you don't take profits on a $6 move in SPY within the first 5 minutes, what are you doing, bro? There's more money to go. There's going to be more trades. We're going to be okay. So I don't think Home Depot is going to come to me. Home Depot's at 190. I got some time on it, but I'm down $30 on it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Home Depot. But anyways, guys. I'm going to take off. I'll be in the Discord. I'll be on Facebook. Hit me up if you need anything. Shoot me a DM. Was able to sell that bad spy put at a profit. Hey, Micah, take it, bro. Take it. Offload that junk. Offload that junk. So I'm going to take off. I'll be in the Discord if you need anything. We got S&P's up 42, Dow's up 644, NASDAQ up 82. As always, stay safe. Stay green. It's us versus herd. Discord, link is in the description of this video.